Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as a Florida Stoneman, and today I'm going to talk to you all about jade. This is one of the most beautiful crystals. There's a few different kinds of jade. Actually, there's many different kinds of jade. There's a rainbow sea of jade and most of it's fake. There's a rainbow sea of real jade, but I have not seen too many people get real jade. It's the easiest thing ever to fake that passes so many tests of being real, but actually turns out to be fake. Now, I've picked up some cool tips on testing jade. I can't use my phone as an example. There are a few ways you can test to see if jade is real. There's two main kinds of jade. Well, there's several different kinds, like I said, but for this video, we're gonna keep it nice and easy and talk about nephrite jade and jadeite. So basically, jadeite is very popular. It's known as the ancient Chinese jade, but jadeite is also a very known Chinese jade as well. So it gets kind of confusing because there's so many different kinds of jade and there's so many inter-exchange terminologies. Nephrite jade can come from Russia, it can come from Canada, and people get like so confused and people end up just getting fake jade. But I have nephrite jade here. This was gifted to me by someone, and I have jadeite. So one you can tell is a little more, I like to say milky. This one's technically more milky, but this one, its consistency feels milky. Now I'm gonna make this very easy for you. Nephrite jade, and I know one's in a horse, one's just in a free-form shape. So nephrite jade you can call the guardian dragon. This is the green guardian dragon. And yes, I make terminology to make it easy to be able to teach people crystals. And then I call jadeite the, what do you call it? The non-guardian dragon, the active dragon, the dragon that goes out looking for gold. Because nephrite jade is a jade that's more about protecting harmony, protecting what you have. It's more about keeping your friends, keeping your loved ones, keeping you rooted. This is why you don't know, people don't really suggest jade as a money crystal too often. It's because jade is a money crystal. It is a wealth crystal, but it's a kind of wealth crystal that it's not going to attract anything very fast. Except for jadeite, you'll get luckier. Jade, I call this the guardian dragon. This is nephrite jade. Basically, it comes in so many different colors. There's blue jade, there's green jade, there's yellow jade, there's purple jade. Like I said, most of it's fake. There's different tests you can do. There's after you have a certain knowledge of being able to test crystals, you can make your own tests just knowing the fake from real. One easy way is you can hold it up to a light. You can basically put it next to a light. I don't know if I can even show you this. I'm gonna use my, so this is not a great way to show you guys, but can you guys see that there's natural inclusions in here? Like there's a little bit of white, there's a little bit of milky this. Maybe if I hold it to the side, like it's not perfect. Now this is the same way. This one, since jadeite is a little more easy to show you, you can kind of look through it and there's some browns. There's some just different things that let you know that it's a natural stone from the inside of the ground. Jade that you get, most people who are wearing banglets, like cheap jade banglets, like, oh, how'd you get the cheap jade? How'd you get the cheap jade banglet? Cheap jade banglet. I think that's what they call it. I don't wear jade banglets. Wristlets? I don't know. The cuffs of jade are mostly fake. I'm sorry to let you guys know, but they're mostly fake. There's one gemologist online, he teaches about sound tests. You can tap it and ring it, but back to the properties of jade. Jade's actually a protector stone. Nephrite jade, okay, let's talk about nephrite jade for 1 second to not confuse you guys. Just making sure you guys know there's a sea of jade and none of it's the same. Most of it's fake. A lot of people have not dealt with real jade. A lot of people who actually get their hands on jade luckily get nephrite jade. So jade is a crystal of youth. It's a crystal of preserving youth. It's in ancient Chinese cultures. They said that if you were to wear jade and eat from jade and sleep with jade, and this is actually a secret I found out that I'm actually going to let you guys know on camera, but they say it preserves you and helps you live forever. Obviously, you're not going to live forever, but a lot of those emperors and empresses in their time, they barely aged for how they look. I know people, you can say what you want, but the ones who hug the Jade and who have Jade, it basically, it really stuck with them. And a quality about Jade is after 3 months, after 4 months, after 5 months of Jade, it actually bonds to you and it connects to you. And it kind of, you leave your soul on the Jade. You mark your soul with the Jade. The Jade only recognizes you. And this is pretty cool. The Jade actually changes in vibration to only react to you. It evolves towards your vibration and helping you be more uplifted. It helps you with developing your spirituality. It guards your heart for people to not hurt you. Back then in ancient China, that people who wanted to be good friends for life, they would both take Jade because it has properties of fidelity. It's very good for relationships. They would exchange Jades, maybe a Jade statue like this, or this is Jadeite, but they would exchange Jade, maybe a bowl, just a furniture item, something like that, to make sure that their friendship was not going to be compromised by the evil eye. Most of your friendships and relationships are completely compromised by the evil eye. This is something that they would do back then. They didn't have Snapchat or Instagram or YouTube or anything to post each other like, oh, happy Valentine's Day, and taking a picture, and then the next time someone sends you evil eye, like, now you're arguing. But back to Jade, this is a protector. This is the guardian dragon. This is the most common Jade. It's very good for peace of mind. It's very good for dreams. It's very good for protecting what you have, because that's very important when it comes to abundance, is making sure that the walls are secure. It is a very powerful stone when it comes to health. It guards your health. When you're wearing Jade and it gets really chalky, nephrite Jade, when you wear it, it'll lose its luster over time. And here's a little secret. You can actually refresh its luster with olive oil. It brings the shine back, because nephrite Jade, it will actually, your skin and whatever minerals you're getting out of the Jade, specifically nephrite Jade, it'll make it less luster-like. And some of you guys who've gotten real Jade, especially from a Canadian jade mine, are like, huh, my Jade's kind of ugly after a while. Just put olive oil in it and it goes straight back to normal. Even if you wash it with soap and water, soap will take all the luster off of it, but the olive oil will restore it, because remember, Jade is a very intelligent stone. It's living, it's breathing, it's thinking. It's a very smart stone. It soul binds to its owner after a few months. And then after it soul binds, because they said way back then, even in the Jade in the museums, they said don't touch the queen. Don't touch the empress's or the emperor's Jade, because that's theirs. That's their energy signature. No one else can wear that jewelry because it belongs to them. It's only going to react to them. Jade is just so beautiful. Jade is one of my favorite crystals. It's one of the less talked about crystals because people don't really know too much about it, but more properties of jadeite now. So this is in a statue of a horse. You can think of jadeite as the horse. So basically jadeite is not the same properties of jade. It has the same chemical composition, but a little bit different. This one doesn't lose its luster as much. It's more for attracting new opportunities, new friends, new people, new just prosperity, new love. It's all about attracting versus guarding. Guarding is very necessary. Don't think that this jade is weaker in any shape or form. This one, even when you start to get really, really, really sick, or if there's something really bad in your body that you don't know, the jade will either crack, break, or turn really dry and scratchy, like, huh, something's wrong. It's letting you know. And nephrite literally translates to nephros. In ancient China, they would hold the jade to their kidney, and it would help them feel better. I'm not going to scientifically back any of this. I'm just telling you the stories of, disclaimer. I'm telling you the stories of ancient China and the stories that they would tell. So, yeah. Jadeite is wonderful for attracting new opportunities, attracting new energies. They're such beautiful stones. They're very calm and mellow and peaceful. A few things that you can keep in mind when talking about jade is, think about words like this. It makes it very easy. Tranquility, harmony, just nurturing. It's a very soft energy. It's a lot slower in energy, but it's a very securing energy. It'll help your dreams. It'll help you sleep. Different kind of jades, like what's it called? Black jade, which is that. It has another name that they started calling it, but black jade, true black jade, not dyed black jade, because they're just dyeing glass, or they're dyeing regular jade and they're calling it black jade. But black jade is basically like a nephrite jade, but really dark. And it's a very strong energy. It does not play. It hits like a truck. And people who get black jade are usually shocked. It'll give them some of the most vivid and crazy dreams, and it'll awaken astral abilities and help the person develop spiritually, but it stops energy vampirism specifically, and it stops anyone's abilities of doing anything with you astrally or having any kind of spiritual grip on you. Black jade, you can hang it from a window. It is a very powerful crystal. There's nothing like it. It should not be worn below the waist, because anytime you wear a heart chakra crystal below the waist, it's going to unground you. You're going to feel weird, and you're not really going to know why. But you're not supposed to wear heart chakra beads or throat chakra beads or crown chakra beads around your ankle or below the waistline, unless it's a specific exception, like a crystal that aligns all the chakras, such as blue kyanite. But we're not going to get into that right now. But jade is one of my favorite crystals. It just has such a beautiful harmony energy to it, and it's just it's nice to keep in your space, because you can feel it pulling good energy towards you and keeping away bad energy. When you keep black jade has somewhat energies, like not even close to energies of black tourmaline, but energies in such a way that it's going to repel people who are not meant to be around you. It's going to help you get peace of mind from anyone who's harassing you psychically, or because like there's a bunch of bogus spiritual readers out here, and they're scamming people on TikTok and whatnot. But black jade is a good crystal to help you set boundaries from people like that. Nephrite jade, I told you mostly everything about it. That's everything you have to know. There's so many different other jades. There's purple jade, there's blue jade, which is good. And just think about it like this. So basically, blue jade, throat chakra. Purple jade, crown chakra. Green jade, heart chakra. Black jade, root chakra, but still heart chakra. It just makes it easy. So blue jade is going to be better for communication. Purple jade is going to be, and pink jade is going to be, purple. It's going to be very good for astral abilities and helping you awaken psychic abilities. But jade's a very easy crystal to remember. There's not too much that you have to delve into. It helps your mind. It helps you have clear thoughts. It helps you feel mellow. It helps you push away, like I said, it helps you push away people who you don't want coming near you. It's very good for making you feel safe. It's very good for making you feel guarded. It preserves youth spiritually. That's what I'll say. It helps you have a peace of mind where you just don't age as quickly as other people spiritually, if that makes sense. I'm just telling you the ancient Chinese legends and how some of the empresses and emperors looked as young as they did for how old they were. And I don't know, in ancient China, they would eat from jade bowls. It was a very, very common thing. Jade is a beautiful crystal. It's just, everything about it is just making sure you have your peace and calming you down and just making sure everything's good. Like I said, it's a slow acting stone. Don't expect anything too fast from jade. Guardian dragon is nephrite jade. It's the protector. It's the dragon who sits down at the door, and no one's gonna mess with the dragon, but it's just kind of chilling out on top of all the gold and protecting what it has. And you can think of jadeite as the horse. It's just more of a moving energy. It's faster than nephrite jade. It's still a slow acting crystal, but both of them are absolutely beautiful. Like I said, most jade is fake. So that you can do sound tests, there's a whole different array of tests you can do. You have to study the tests on your own. People ask me, how can I tell if my crystal's real? I'm like, there's a different chemical test for every single last crystal, but just make sure you're not getting ripped off on fake jade. I do have real jade and jadeite. I'm on my website, floridastoneman.com. I always forget to talk about my website. I always just love teaching about crystals. I don't push advertising as much as I should, because I literally live this life. I am crystals at this point. I just absolutely love talking about jade. It's just such a sweet energy to have around you. It's such a calming energy. Always make sure you cleanse and charge your jade. I would not leave jade in the sunlight, although you can leave nephrite and the jade in the sun, not for too long. Nephrite jade doesn't like water too much, but like I said, if it loses its luster, if it loses this shiny look and becomes dull, just put olive oil in it and it comes straight back to life. Plus, olive oil is a very holy oil, and it helps anoint the jade, and it can help protect your space even more. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. I love answering your questions. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Ciao!